Wouldn't that be a problem for us? I mean, that would be good for us, right? We want people to see magical shit so they start believing, so...
Well, I mean, to be fair, the last time a bunch of Shi came from Arcadia to here, it started a war with the commoners that wiped out about a third of the changelings that were left.
Yeah, but that's in the
Hi
past.
there, one of those Shi who came through and was trapped.
No. You were the other. You were the group that was on the commoner's side during.
You're not Arcadian.
I was the original group.
You were before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
This is the Arcadians when they came through and decided they wanted their land back.
So let me ask a fellow question for that. Do all changelings want, do all of them want to return to Arcadia, given the chance?
I think it's mostly Shi.
Is that something? Yeah, but I get that they dislike the new place that they've gotten to.
Being a changeling is to survive the banal world, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, here's the thing. For centuries in the past, the autumn world, as it's called now, and the dreaming coexisted. And at that point, going back and forth was no big deal.
Yeah.
Then what happened was the autumn world got a lot more dangerous for the changelings, and the places like Arcadia became safe havens. So it's not so much that changelings necessarily want to go back to Arcadia, is they want to find somewhere safe. Now
They don't want to die.
That either means making this world safe again, or getting back to somewhere that is still safe, like Arcadia.
Okay. I mean,
a lot of changelings actually fear going back to Arcadia, because having seen the Shi when they returned, they've remembered that in a lot of cases they were basically slaves there.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly a perfect plan, but it's either stay here and die or go back in there and be a slave.
Yeah, okay. So, well, I'd rather die than being a slave, so I think that answers my question.
Yeah, so you probably wouldn't care about the point.
No, I wouldn't want to go back, but I would want to... I have no standing orders on what to do.
Bad management.
Yeah, right? And... So I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call.
I'm gonna kill.
I've got no orders, so I'm gonna kill.
Well, that comes later, but I think I should let someone know. So I'm gonna
a massive portal.
Because I'm assuming Jack isn't picking up, so I'm like, shit. Dwight.
Well, from the way Case described it, all the phone lines are just jammed.
Well, I
mean,
you're
you're not able to get a
because you have hundreds of millions of people trying to make phone calls all at once.
Can't make a WhatsApp call.
No, everything is jammed.
But that's internet traffic. That's not...
Yeah,
bandwidth.
It's bad enough that the bandwidth is compromised.
Suffering.
Okay, how about this? I'm gonna use my art. I'm gonna make a will-o-wisp.
Okay, that will work.
I'm gonna... It can find people, so I wanted to find Dwight, and I don't know. Can I somehow make it communicate like a message in a bottle?
You should have taken the commanding voice from Aaron.
Thing.
I don't know. What does the will-o-wisp say it can do?
This cantrip creates a ball of chimerical flame that will lead its creator to a specific place, person, or object. This cantrip is often used as a lead dog in a hunt. The will-o-wisp tends to be a weave of wonder a lot, often not take the most direct path, but usually the fastest, the safest.
Doesn't sound like anything to do with
no.
Delivering a message.
Okay. New plan. I can make a willow light. And... Okay, I don't have a real plan. I'm gonna... Guys, shut up, Jamie.
Well,
This
I
plan
don't really
was
blame you
building
because-
upon me being able to communicate with someone before I do something very stupid, but I might just do the very stupid thing in that case.
Just do the very stupid thing.
Okay. See, the Epcot is the
Hold on.
but the surrounding area is technocracy area. Like that's their main base, right?
Yeah.
So I have how many elephants with me?
Are you just gonna run havoc on this technocracy base?
Oh, it's better.
Oh,
You have 6 elephants with you.
I have star body. I can make living things into flame. Can I get like one of these, something in between, right?
You're gonna need an amazing roll to light a bunch of
Wouldn't-
elephants on fire.
I mean, I would.
Get a bunch of oil.
No,
Rub
I
them all
would just,
down.
I would just need to do one after another, right? Because if I make star body and on elephant, then I'll
But
for
it only
each
lasts
success.
so long, Madman.
Yeah, exactly. But if I do it,
No,
like,
I mean, I'm talking about a few seconds sort of long,
no, 1 turn, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week.
depending on your successes.
Yes.
Your difficulty is also going to go up with each successive one.
Okay. So how many?
And also, what would this count as? Fey or nature for these flying elephants? Probably Fey, right? For them
They are
being
chimerical.
They are chimerical, yes.
Yeah.
Although that's all a bit hazy at the moment.
And again, my plan is I'm gonna firebomb the place. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to direct them on that course. Make as many as I can, including myself, living flame, and then just direct them in there so they stampede around. And take down a few technocracy buildings before getting taken out.
You're gonna kill mostly civilians!
No, I won't. I'm pretty sure I won't.
At least I was killing confirmed hunters.
Well,
That
okay,
is true.
but I'm gonna try to direct it to specifically technocracy, like buildings. That way,
You mean public buildings?
Do you
No.
know which buildings were specifically technocracy?
And also, even if they were, there'd still be civilians there.
Yeah,
okay.
Look,
we were
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a
you're
Lego
right.
store.
have him roll something so he maybe sees me flying or something.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. I won't be doing any mass murder here. Yeah.
At least one member of the group isn't.
Yeah. So
Hey, I'm
I'm
not
just
doing
gonna
any
keep on
mass murder.
flying these
Just
elephants
segregation.
into this direction, and maybe I'll see something. And I'm still
me.
gonna try. See you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're still
Oh,
inside.
okay.
You're still in your
Yeah.
room at the moment.
Yeah, and you just
This is
And
all
you-
going on while you're having the thing with the mage, and then heading up to your room.
yeah, and you still have the problem with the hunter on the loose in the building with your lord who can't save himself.
He hasn't gone yet. He's still with the group of humans. And as far as we know, he hasn't run off. We've killed one, but I don't think the other left.
No, he is still glaring at Victor.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
always
he
on
wants
Victor.
to start some shit with me.
He might. You did just kill a hunter. He's also a hunter. And you're about to kill a technocracy agent.
Okay, so how about this? I'm starting to direct these elephants towards where Dwight is.
You want
I
to
mean-
run the elephants into the hotel.
No, not into, over.
Over.
Yes. And where's the hotel on this big map?
To the east of the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, so
There's
It's that
the
east one.
There's the kingdom, And then there's the lake. And the lake has hotels at the east, south, and west.
Oh, shit.
We're on the
Okay,
east.
It's
I get
the
it now.
Eastern Hotel.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna start flying them back to the hotel.
Okay. You head back that way. Victor, you're headed up to your room.
I turn around and start flying out the window. I get up like a story, realize he called me a freak. I'm not gonna settle for that. I jump out the window and, well, no, I command myself to fly through the dreaming. I just fly. That you can do that, right? You can just fly in the dreaming.
It takes a little bit more than just, roll me.
You have to like will yourself, right?
Yeah, roll me willpower
Okay.
against DC 6.
Oh boy, I'd be
Alright.
great at that with my 3 willpower. One of which I've used.
There's no willpower roll. Or no, does clicking willpower make it a DC 6?
Try it.
It's DC 7.
Ah, okay, 7.
So 4 successes.
Okay.
No, 5.
5,
You
6.
you leap
6
out the
successes.
window and begin to fly.
Cool. I turn and look. I should still be able to see him, right? Since he's just like walked out of the building.
You see him just getting into a black car.
Someone was coming to get him.
Damn it! Ugh, it completely ruins my plan.
Eat the car. Eat the car. Dive behind the engine and just eat it.
Really, really want to. Can I will the car to explode?
That would be great. You
Roll
could
me
will their
willpower
their-
again. This time it is going to
See
be
you.
difficulty
See you.
8.
Actually,
Can
I'm
wait,
sorry.
can
I'm just looking at something. Unleashing. If I recall correctly, doing this means you're basically asking the dreaming to do something for you, and the dreaming responds in its own way, however it
That's
wants
very
to.
true. Yes.
So you want to unleash it on that car?
Yes, I want to
Dude.
unleash it on the technocracy agents and the car,
What? Technocracy agents and car.
or, well, you know what I mean. Like, I want to unleash it on them.
On that car there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'm asking, I believe you have to ask the dreaming something, right? Like,
You have to make a specific request.
yes,
Okay,
you
so
have, the player chooses an art to unleash and states her character's intent in a short, simple statement, aka "hurt that man, save my friend."
Yes.
You spend 2 points of glamour,
Oof.
and adds 1 to her character's nightmare rating.
Mhm.
Oh, so you gain a nightmare die.
Yep.
The character is not constrained by the character's realms.
Oh.
Unleashed glamour can affect anything regardless of the knowledge of realms. Okay. So the character rolls a number of dice equal to glamour plus a number of dice equal to her nightmare rating, difficulty 7. So this automatically adds 1 before the roll, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so my statement is well, okay, first let me pick my art. See which one is Primal's probably gonna be the one to do. Okay, so I use Primal, and my statement is destroy everything within.
Ah!
So you're just going to end up with the hollow shell of a car.
I have no idea what's gonna happen. It's up to the dreaming now.
You say
So-
destroy everything within.
Yeah, which I mean that car, right? Like, or what I have to say with that car? That because that's a mechanic
It's
question.
a wish.
If
He's gonna
if you say destroy everything within, that's what you
he's gonna
say.
kill everyone in the house.
You might want to say within the car.
Within that
would-
car, I say
There you
within
go.
the car.
Within, it might have assumed you. And it's destroyed everything inside of you.
Okay, so I roll. Oh, I gotta go back to the roll again.
Now that I know this is a thing, I might do this with that hunter.
Okay, so I have 1 nightmare rating. So where would I put that?
2.
2 nightmare rating. Okay. I'll just put that in other traits. Okay. So the nightmare rating, does that mean you automatically roll nightmare dice, or?
Yep. You have to roll them.
Okay.
It's added onto your die pool. You have to roll them.
Now, is that added or?
No, they replace other dice.
Oh, they replace. My bad.
Yeah, they don't add. No.
Oh, in this case, it does say plus a number of dice equal to your nightmare.
Oh, okay. In this case, then, if it does say plus, then it does. Normally, you have to roll your nightmare rating anyway.
Okay, so this one is just adding...
And now, is that for every roll or just for glamour rolls?
It's for anything to do with your arts.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind for later then.
Yeah, you have a nightmare rating of 2 now. So your first 2 dice is what we're going to be looking at.
All right. So you roll equal to glamour points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then minus 2 points for that. So 6 plus 2, so back to 8. Okay. Okay, so I'm rolling 8 die at a difficulty 7. Oh boy.
With 2 of them being nightmare.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't get 2 ones.
Get 2 ones.
Hang on, what does this mean?
If I keep the attribute and skill empty and just put in 8 die in the modifier, would that work?
It should work, yeah.
Okay. Let's do it that way.
Madman. Nightmare dice, if you get successes work normally, but if you get a 1, something bad happens. Did you want
2 dice are what's being looked at, correct?
The first 2 dots are the nightmare dice, yes.
Alright, here we go. 3, 2... Can you spend willpower on this?
No, not on this.
Okay. 3, 2, 1...
5! No red! Hey! 2 10s.
No failures.
Nice.
10s on your nightmare dice.
Nice. Something horrifying. Nothing. I think successes are just like normal.
Yeah.
I think even crit successes are just treated like a normal crit success.
Actually, there is something to consider. Now, if you do it that way, Casey, all of the dice are sorted from highest to lowest roll. I've just noticed.
Yeah.
They sorted.
It sorts them, so we might want to... So for that one, we might have wanted to do it manually.
This is just a confirmation. Yeah, it sorts it from highest to low, so we'll need to do it a different way.
Never gonna be any good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it manually.
Just roll me 2d10 then, just to see.
Yeah.
Just to see if you get 1s, really.
Yeah. D10, boop, boop, boop.
Nope.
10 and 2. No, okay.
Should we just roll anything with nightmare dice manually from now on, just so it's not in order like that?
Maybe just like the nightmare dice.
Yeah,
so.
just
Nightmare
nightmare.
separate, yeah.
Yeah,
that'll work.
So, 5 successes on an unleashing roll.
Oh boy.
So,
Which was destroy everything within that car.
yes. At primal, so whatever primal would be.
I might do this with the hunter in the hotel, by the way. Something similar. I'm thinking something with time.
Madman.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Roll me perception awareness.
Oh god.
These are my worst stats.
Shit's just gonna explode.
It's just gonna be a nuke.
You mean alertness?
Yes. He always means alertness when he says awareness.
Yes. A 1. And
1,
a 2.
okay.
And a 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you are flying as you're kind of veering away from Epcot and flying back towards the hotel, you, just as you're starting to veer away, see a blinding flash of light from that golden sphere.
Mm-hmm.
and what looks like a bolt. You've seen like the idea of like a solar flare coming off of the sun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What looks like a bolt of golden energy reaches out from the sphere, flies past you,
No, strikes the car.
and impacts something just outside of the contemporary hotel.
I fucking turn around again. No.
Fuck this shit. Get away from that.
Yeah, like away from Disneyworld was a good idea after all.
Victor, as you're there, this is the first time that it actually brings your attention to the sphere of energy that was Epcot. As you see a blinding light flare on the horizon, and a swirling beam of golden energy just seems to impact down and leaves a crater where the car was.
It worked.
I bow and sort of grunt because I'm still like in a lot of pain, but I bow to like the dreaming or whatever. I pay respects to the dreaming and go back to my room. I'm happy.
As you're starting to kind of bow and then get back up, now you roll me perception, whichever one's on the sheet.
Okay.
Also,
while he's there, could I also do some like Morse code because I can make lights appear?
At what difficulty?
7.
Does the Irish punk rocker know Morse code?
1.
Oh, that's true. That's actually true. Colin would know. Colin would. Yeah.
His Morse code is how many beer bottles can you throw?
All of
Just keep
them.
throwing them.
He's not great at math either.
Is it 1 dot or 3 dots? Ah, shit.
As you kind of bow and then start to get up, you notice something in the crater.
Uh-oh.
What have you created, you fool?
And
What have
you
you-
kind of go to look to see what you think you just saw. And you see, kneeling at the bottom of this probably 15-foot deep crater,
You summoned someone.
Oh no.
a she
Oh.
in what looks like a suit of golden armor with like almost like a Greek wings motif on the armor.
Oh no, I summoned Hermes.
Oh, no!
Oh no! This isn't like a winged hat. This is a full golden suit of armor
With wings. With a winged motif.
with the wings on the helmet and also across like the chest plate of the armor.
Oh no. I summoned
Is
the angel
this-
of God.
You summoned something.
I look down and this catches my interest, so I float down. I'm just like, oh, hello.
And she kind of looks up at you. And
I bow to it.
okay, you bow. Okay.
Yeah.
It starts to look confused as you're approaching it, and then you bow, and it seems to look a bit more comfortable in itself.
Like, what is this peasant doing standing upright in my presence?
I suppose I get on equal footing, and I imagine this is probably a Sealy, right?
You don't normally get unseelie wearing copious amounts of gold.
Right. So I will play up a bit of like, I'm not worthy of its presence kind of thing.
Dude,
I'll
I
slump
start
my
getting this weird?
shoulders. I'll look monstrous and act monstrous in the sense of like, maybe I'm in the presence of something greater. So I'm smaller, that kind of thing, if you get what I mean.
Okay.
He's gonna grovel.
And of course I am like severely injured as well. And I just look and I say, greetings, Lord. What are you May I have the knowledge of your name?
He kind of looks over at you and he says, I am Cyphidus. Where are we? Cyphidus.
I like to imagine when Victor looks up and speaks to it, he sees a flock of elephants flying in the background. Going towards someone like a little, like just a dot, but it seems like waving, like.
Victor replies, normally the autumn world, but something's happened.
He kind of looks around and he says, yes, it seems something has. I should be getting back to Salonia. You may
Wait.
Carry on, commoner.
Is Arcadia on the other side of that portal?
He kind of looks back at you and he says, are you deaf as well as common? I said Salonia, not Arcadia.
Salonia.
Yeah. Salonia.
another haven.
I probably won't.
Roll me intelligence and either kinning or greymare.
I have neither, so... Actually, no, I have one kinning.
Imagine my ears are burning as my vassal is paying homage to another noble.
Well, you're busy, like, sucking off some humans, so... What's the difficulty for this?
8?
Am I able to spend willpower on this?
You can on this, yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. One success.
You aren't sure, but you think Salonia is another of the great cities of the old dreaming. Arcadia was like the crown jewel of the dreaming cities. But Salonia, you seem to remember, was possibly one of the other big cities.
Was it
Also
generally Sealy only considered?
You don't know that much about it.
Right, okay. He's not exactly inviting. Sorry.
Bear in mind that you know enough about the old ways that the Fae in the dreaming were not divided Seelie and Unseelie the same way that you are.
Right. It was more divided into nobility and commoners.
In fact, you had a lot of Fae rather, before there were changelings, who made a habit of paying homage to both the Seelie and Unseelie by spending 6 months behaving as one and 6 months behaving as the other. It was a lot more fluid.
Right.
You had some Fae that could shift between Seelie and Unseelie based on their mood or based on the day. It wasn't as it is now, where everything is kind of divided and segmented.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I just farewell.
You just pulled a noble here.
To be honest, Victor has no interest in returning to these, like, the old ways, so he's perfectly happy where he is.
And he basically turns away from you, takes 2 steps up the incline of the crater.
Oh, I'm so tempted to shoot him.
And leaves ground.
So tempted to try to eat him.
Flies.
To steal his powers.
Yeah, as you go, like, I bet it tastes delicious.
Do you try anything as he lifts off?
No. There's a strong urge to, though.
I mean, he
just bite him.
Turns his back on you like you're nothing, so you have a chance if you want to try it.
I'm alright. He just kind of destroyed a car, so I'm alright.
Plus, you're also, 2 damage away from dying?
Yeah.
That's probably also one.
Can I will the dreaming? No, I'm not going to do that again.
To heal you?
Yeah, no, that's bad. Sure, I'll
go.
heal you. You're not a red cap anymore, though.
It's just kind of worked for you.
You're now a filthy she.
I just got off lucky, and I'm going to the hotel to sleep. I'm tired.
Oh,
So what does he do? Does he fly back? Or
Madman,
Now's the time to...
yes.
he won't be sleeping.
you turn around then, Madden, and as you're flying back towards the hotel, where this bolt of energy has just flown past you, you then see a blurry man in golden armor fly back past you towards Epcot again.
Like in slow motion, he's going past me. Can you see Colin's face go, what the fuck?
Really? That's what you're going what the fuck about? A flying man?
Well,
Not
no,
the guy
because,
riding elephants.
well, no, but it was a giant golden man. He just flew out of the fucking golden sphere, like landed in front of our hotel, and
Caused an
flew the
explosion.
fuck back. Yeah,
Cost of
Like-
explosion. Don't forget that part.
yeah, exactly. So what the shit?
I
Plus,
thought no
he
one
looks
died
fancy.
at Disney World.
Well,
Yeah.
someone's broken that rule.
Yeah,
Someone's broken that rule several times.
yeah. So still going back.
Okay. You are now approaching the hotel. What are you doing with the 6 elephants that you're leading? That are
Pile
now-
them at the crater.
that are now moving at full speed.
I'm gonna try to slow them down. I'm gonna try to park them for later use.
Roll charisma empathy
Yes, please.
at a difficulty 9.
I wonder why. Uh,
Trying to park.
I'm gonna use willpower for this.
Okay.
2.
You manage to slow them, and actually you do get them to land.
Success.
Now, getting them to stop and stay in a place is going to be a lot more difficult.
Guys, I make fire. I'm not really equipped for this kind of situation. Hi, Doc.
Oh, hey, Doc. You
Hey,
did some
Doc.
crazy shit.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Not great. She's gone.
Oh,
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
to hear
sorry.
It's all right. But I'm here to play the game, so let's play.
You sure?
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm sure.
that. All right. Catching you up then on what you've missed so far. Colin tried to fly his elephants over towards Epcot. He saw a giant golden light. Looked very much like your portal that you'd been flying towards, only it's the entire Epcot dome.
Which is 5 stories tall.
Which is 5 stories tall. Yeah, it's a massively huge portal that's opened up over there. He started to fly the elephants towards that. Meanwhile, the others in the group continued their encounters in the lobby of the hotel, had a bit of a conflict with a technocracy agent, got lightning bolted. Victor is pretty charred. A human is dead, and a couple other changelings rather are injured. There's also a couple people holding down another individual in the lobby, which happened during all of that conflict.
Which I was going to investigate.
Colin then decided he was not going to fly his elephants towards the Magic Kingdom. He was going to fly them towards the Epcot Dome. Meanwhile, Victor chased the technocracy agent out of the hotel, saw him getting into a black car, decided to unleash the primal forces of the dreaming to attack the car. The golden glowing light that was surrounding Epcot seemed to burst a solar flare, which impacted with the car, which, bear in mind, this is, over half a mile away, which left a deep crater in the ground. As the light cleared, Victor noticed that there was a golden armored she in the crater itself. Talked to him a little bit, found out that his name was Syphotus, and that he was from the city of Salonia, which Victor believes is another of the great cities of the dreaming that has been lost. At which point, Syphotus flew back towards Epcot, passing Colin again, who is now trying to fly his elephants back to the Contemporary, because with the golden light, he realized he didn't want to go to Epcot.
Yeah. I mean,
lightning did just fly past his face.
Yeah.
And then flies past it again.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything, guys?
No, I think that's all of it.
Crazy shit happened.
I think the most important points here is, one, Sigurd's character is close to death, and two, it's now pretty much confirmed that these portals lead to the lost cities.
The old dreaming.
Yeah.
Later, Jamie.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Happy
Bye, bye.
birthday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, the guy growling, getting the shit kicked out of him. What's going on with that?
He's not. They seem to be holding him down.
Oh, they're holding him down.
Yeah.
He's growling. I get the feeling he's a werewolf. He's either trying to turn or turning against his will, something like that.
So how do you approach?
Wherever the hunter is, I do not go by him. I would preferably put the people holding this guy down between me and the hunter. So
Well,
if I have to, I kind of circle around.
They've kind of pinned this guy up against a wall.
Oh, okay. I'll come up from one of the sides. I just want to get a look at him. Is the thing.
Okay. You kind of approach, and you see there's basically three of them at this point holding him down. One has each of his arms, and one is literally stood on his chest.
Ugh.
And he does seem to be growling. You get a glimpse of him, and you can see kind of almost a eerie yellow glow to his eyes.
I don't think. How much would a changeling know about werewolves? Just
What's your Grey Mirror rating?
0.
I mean, but everyone knows about.
I know what a
they're
werewolf
connected.
is,
Yeah.
but I don't know
Connected
it.
to the dreaming directly.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying that if he would suspect him to be a werewolf, like as a person who lives in this world, he would know.
That wouldn't be
Oh
out of
shit!
character.
They have like giant fangs and they're big and they're strong.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you'd get that much to kind of say, yeah, that kind of looks a bit, like he's a werewolf, but you don't.
But I
Or
wouldn't know how
even
to deal with this.
Or because True Blood is a thing, it might be a vampire.
Yeah.
Because they all go. "Arr."
they don't grow hair.
This guy hasn't grown hair yet.
Granted, they can fly, but they don't grow.
Hey,
I hate True Blood so much.
hey, it's fine.
But I would. I wouldn't
really.
really. I wouldn't really know how to either. I wouldn't know what to do in this situation. This guy's. I don't even know if he is a werewolf.
You can tell him to calm down, and he must do that.
I could attempt to calm his. If he is a werewolf, I
I'll be
could
right
attempt. I could attempt to calm the part of him that's connected to the dreaming through Fae.
I
Couldn't
mean,
I?
could you do both?
I could do both, but I would need to spend a glamour on the actor.
No, I don't think you need to do that today.
No, my act. Oh, that.
Right? Because of its
No,
special
that was
day.
for. That was for.
No, that was for manifesting things.
Yeah.
That's not to do with.
He's manifesting his voice in a verbal command. That's like, how about if he does it without even opening his mouth? That would be
I mean, I would.
manifestation.
That's about all I could think I could do, because it does seem like he's kind of werewolf, but he's not growing hair.
Yeah, he definitely does give the impression of someone who is snarling and such. Like
And True Blood vampire knowledge would be a lot slimmer than werewolf. I doubt I know about that with a grammar of 0. I know of vampires, but maybe not True Blood vampires.
Oh no, True Blood's a TV show. That would just be.
Oh, fucking.
I don't think we need to.
Yeah, you don't even need a Grammar score to know about a TV show.
Anyway, I will, I guess, attempt Faye and Sovereign to, if I know just a teeny bit about werewolves, to calm down that side of him that is the wolf side that's connected to the dreaming. Maybe that will help him calm down. So that's 60, 10. Do I need an actor?
You would need actor, yes.
I'll spend a glamour on that, because my actor's only 1. It's cheap.
Okay.
So, do I count the actors 3 or 1 for rolling dice?
Well, what are you cheating it to?
Cheating it to 3 to where I can affect him without knowing him.
So you'll count it as 3.
Okay, so I'll roll 9d10 with a difficulty of
8.
8. 2.
Okay. And what's the command you're issuing?
I'm just trying to calm down that werewolf, the actual part that's connected to the dreaming. Just trying to calm it down, not a specific command.
Well, you're using Sovereign, though, right?
Oh, so it will have to be a command. Yeah, I guess it will just basically be calm down. Settle down.
Settle down. He'll now get a wife and a few kids. Get a mortgage.
He already has
buy
a wife.
nice
He gets another
house.
wife.
Yeah, exactly. He's settling down. He's done with these hijinks in Disneyworld. He's gonna start working at the power plant. Be a technician. He's gonna take up a hobby. Golf.
Makes sense.
All come from now on.
What? I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, so you tell him calm down. Let me just make his...
Yeah, because he can probably resist it somehow with willpower. Hey!
He does not. You watch as basically the glow starts to leave his eyes a bit, and you can see he's not fighting quite as hard against the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the other ones kind of looks up at you, and you can just see a hint of that yellow color in his eyes as well. And he kind of looks up at you and he says, "Thank you. I don't know if it will make up for what your kind has done here today, but I don't want any more blood on our hands."
And with that, I'm going to have everyone just get back to their rooms. If they're not in a room here, find an empty one.
Hang on.
Just get to safety, basically.
What?
How's this our fault?
Okay, yeah.
It's your
I'm
fault,
curious.
Seeger.
No, I'm curious about. No, I'm curious about this. How this thing today was our fault.
It's not. It's
No, ask him. Ask the dude.
Oh, good. Well, I get the feeling. I think he needs, the dead hunter.
Let's clarify that point in that case.
I will.
Not assume.
Okay, I will ask him.
Thank you.
What do you mean that we caused here today?
He kind of looks at you, and they're lifting this guy off the ground now that he's a bit calmer, and this guy kind of looks at you and he says, "Look around you. All of this, of what's happening today. It's obviously caused by By you, by your changelings.
I liked it out of character. I know what caused it. It was the other game. Technically, it was mages.
He says, he kind of looks at you and he says, we'll get him out of here. We won't be causing any trouble. And he does kind of have a hint in his voice of kind of unlike some.
Yeah.
Well,
Which,
kind of the hunter's fault, isn't it?
yeah. In your defense, that was the hunter's fault. He did attack you.
No, you very easily get the impression with your empathy that,
Hey.
yeah,
Which I have
exactly. That he's not referring to what's happened in this room.
He just meant to speak event.
He's putting the blame for everything going on today on you.
On me.
Yep.
Sure, I'll let him think that.
Take credit for this. You will be the new king of Disneyworld. Dude, we can do this. This gonna
I'll
be
say
a whole new ploy. Now you just gotta spread the word that it actually was you that created this, and this was the epicenter of all of this. And you'll be the new head of state.
I'm going to nip to the toilet. I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
No, but seriously, Tay,
Actually could do
let's
that.
make this happen. Like, he already assumes that. Maybe others do so too. We just gotta cement that thought into everyone's head. And of course, the guy who can make this shit happen for one day is gonna be king of the most magical place in the world, right? Right?
Or you get hunted by everybody and their mother.
No,
Yes.
no, because we have vampire chicks
Because,
as girlfriends, so it's fine.
I'll say this. I'm not going to correct him.
Yeah,
I'll let
see,
that rumor stay.
See,
I
that's a
won't
good
correct
start.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if directly asked, say you didn't, but
Yeah.
people think he's just lying because he doesn't want
Yeah.
us to think that he can't do that.
Meanwhile, I just slowly start raising my sovereign.
Yeah,
higher
exactly.
and higher.
That's my point. You're gonna be like that's like a power play.
Maybe you should
like-
work on your willpower first, so when some kid walks in demanding Disneyland, you don't hand it over.
That's good
I
point.
want to be the new king of Disneyland!
Oh,
Okay.
all right. Here's the chair. I'm just gonna rush it up.
And
There.
here's my powers!
Also, thinking of it
I'm
now,
And
we were just joking around. When he says that, I don't correct him.
hang on, I wasn't. I was
I don't-
completely serious.
I don't make any. I don't try to make it. I don't try to claim that it is me, but I don't correct his idea.
Okay.
At that point, I'm just gonna try. No, I'm gonna have everyone that's here, since the changelings have had time to go to their rooms. Let them go to a room, or at least get to a empty room, somewhere where they can hole up for a while. Except the hunter. No, he's staying.
Okay.
And if I have to, I'll use sovereign. And I've got 2 extra. Still 2 temp glamour left over. I can burn if I need to do stuff to him.
Give me perception empathy.
Hey. Difficulty.
7.
Ooh. Hey, I have 3 willpower. That means I can burn one without passing out. Use a willpower on that. 1. Glad I used that willpower. Glad I... Oh, you go.
About the time that it's just you and the hunter, the others have all filed out.
Mhm.
You realize that the hunter is up to something.
Oh, really?
Just something about the way he's standing doesn't feel right.
Oh, I bet he's got a gun. Or something weird. Bet his willpower is decent, too. To resist my sovereign.
Far better than yours, I guarantee.
Oh, I
Far
guarantee it's
better
better
than yours.
Yup. Let's...
He could probably intimidate you.
Hey, my intimidation's actually 4. Can I manifest a cage? Just put him in a cage.
What are you using to do that?
I have seen. If
What?
I can use scene for that. No, I can't use scene for that. That's not what that's for.
No.
You could potentially use prop.
There we go.
Prop and scene to lock all the doors and prevent exits.
Yeah,
Basically, like all of the doors just slam shut and won't open. Is like what I could imagine prop and scene being.
yeah, I guess it could do it. And what would locking a door take? Just prop one? 'Cause that's not something that's very
What's a
common.
locking mechanism considered?
Yeah, I have prop 1 and scene 3. I could probably do that for this entire lobby.
Yeah, you could do that.
If he's gonna consider something, I'm gonna lock him in here.
I would like to mention. Actually, no. Can I? I don't know if I can. Never mind. I'll
You're
let this
not,
play
you're not
out.
there.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, I know what I can do. Commanding voice. Victor, could you come here? Commanding voice, you will hear me.
So mid fucking flight, as I get back from my being happy, I'm happy. I'm physically. I have a massive smile. I'm flying, limping, flying back, and suddenly I get called. I'm like, well, motherfucker. Start flying down to the lobby.
I will keep a very close eye on that hunter. Since it's just being him now, I can pretty easily.
As you are kind of keeping an eye on him, he looks at you and he says, "You shouldn't have let your friend kill Dixie. That wasn't right."
I didn't really. I don't think I could have stopped him if I'd wanted to.
I'm back.
Just on sheer reaction
Welcome back.
time, I don't think I would have been able to stop that.
He looks
That's
at you
your
and goes,
response.
"It's not going to end well for you."
You're a
Is
knocking,
that-
or no, you hear a screeching, like I'm dragging my talons along the glass because it's closed.
At this point,
Then I let myself in.
I do want to. I'm trying to think of a command that will get him to where he can't attack, but is going to put him in. I don't know. I want to get him in a position where he's not in control because he kind of is right now. And I'm like, I
Well,
don't
okay, now
find-
that I'm here, I can go ahead and mention the fact that he's
Yeah.
stayed willingly when all of the other humans fucked off.
well, I know I made him stay. He was the only one I didn't let leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you like commanded him to stay?
I didn't command him. I told him. I didn't use sovereign. I just told him
Well, he
to
has
stay.
no reason to listen to you, which means he's prepared to attack.
As you go to step back in, Victor, you actually see this guy smile. And he looks at you and says, "Good. I'm glad you're back. It's only right."
Could I?
And that's when you notice he has something in his hand. You can't quite make out what it is. And then he lets go of it.
He has a
I
grenade.
I go ahead and use Ledgerman to ensnare it and grasp it, like gimmicks it to keep it held down. It's a trigger, isn't it?
It's that or
He has a bomb
he has a bomb.
or a grenade. Either way, I like grasp whatever it is instantly. Like if I see the second I see his hand, more like something in his hand, I grasp it and prevent it from letting go.
Oh, he wants to prevent him from. He wants to grasp his hand shut. Where he
Yeah.
can't open it.
And I believe gimmicks can do that.
Give
So let me
me
just scroll back up.
perception, alertness, awareness, whichever. It's
Okay.
gonna be hard,
You want me
though,
to do
'cause you're
just
you're
him or
coming
me
in.
as well?
Well, he's trying to
Right.
do something to prevent this. So it's a matter of
All
if
right.
he can see it in time.
Yeah. Ooh, what's the difficulty
It's
for
going to be a
this?
difficulty 9 because it's a very small thing to do
Oh.
in a very short amount of time.
Is there anything I can do to help? Oh, no.
3, 2, 1.
Not in the moment.
No.
You didn't botch. You didn't botch, though.
You didn't botch, but you didn't get anything.
Yeah.
So
But-
you see as he does it, and you go to grasp for it, but he's already let go at that point.
Well, no, I don't go to grasp for it. I'm using my magic.
Well, you're grasping
My
with your
arms.
magic. That's what I'm saying.
Guys,
right
you
up
should take cover.
Yeah, no, the moment I see him drop something, I'm like, run. I just run.
I'm tempted
I have
to
armor.
unleash again.
You've got about a second.
Second. Can I will myself a like protective barrier? Is that a thing?
You can certainly try to see if it is.
Like a concrete wall.
I suppose I could put a concrete wall in front of me, but
Yeah.
I was actually about to say, because I thought, I don't have a helmet, because I didn't do that with the armor, I just have armor.
can I just walk him in a steel box with the
You could
just
do,
lock him in a box?
could do that. Could,
Uh,
at least you just have it.
You're not really going to have time to do any of that.
Yeah,
Because you're
it's
spending
a
this
split second
moment-
reaction.
You're trying.
Yeah.
Your reaction right now is you were trying to grab it. So your
My
moment is
reaction-
kind of lost doing that.
My reaction is to turn and run.
I'm
Out
just
the
gonna
front door.
will myself a barrier if I can, of like protection.
Well, like I said,
Through the dreaming.
your action in this moment
Was to grasp.
was to try to grasp.
Well, if I saw what he was, if it had already dropped, I wouldn't try to grasp what he had dropped.
You,
No, that's what I'm
you,
saying is
you attempted to
with-
grasp it,
with
but you
the
missed.
Zero,
Basically.
with the 0, you saw it as it was happening, but you were just an instant too late to get to it.
Mm.
So you did see it and attempt it. You just were just late.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna book it out the door.
Right. You managed to get about 5 feet, so you don't actually get out the door before it happens. This, whatever he's just dropped, hits the ground and
Yep.
detonates in the lobby.
Oh boy.
Each of you roll soak.
I have. What would my armor do?
I'm fairly sure this is going to kill me. So
Probably. That,
I'm just gonna
Don't be
go
so
ahead and bow out.
pessimistic.
But yeah, Casey, what do I add for a suit? I guess it's technically chimerical full
add
plate.
add 3 to your soak.